Ladies and gentlemen, if I could just have your attention for a few moments, please. Welcome along this evening to our World Finals for 2015 Gala Awards night. The awards won't get underway for about 15 minutes or so, but we have one more trophy that actually needs to be decided this evening, and that's for our Knockout Cup competition. We played yesterday, 24 teams, all the way down to 2, and we reserved the final for this evening. The final will take place between the #1 seeds, Union Racing International, and the #3 seeds, Mustangs. So we have our collaboration team from Germany and the United States of America against our team from Portugal. Let me introduce you on our big screen to George Britton, who is the team manager of Union Racing International, and Anna Andrade, who is the team manager of Mustangs. Let me also introduce you to Gary Anderson, our chair of judges, who for the first time in his life I am now going to hand a £1 coin to. I want it back, Gary. It's mine. It is time to toss the coin. In our final, we will have 2 heats. One car will run in lane 1, and one car will run in lane 2. Each team has 2 cars, a race car and a backup car in case of problems. So we need to decide who runs in what lane. And for our final, our #3 seeds will call for heads or tails, and whoever wins the coin toss will decide which car and which lane they want to run in the first heat. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Gary? Gary, away you go.
Oh, I was supposed to say heads.
Heads is the call, tails is the result. George, your choice.
Lane 1 with the backup car.
So in the first heat of our final, Union Racing International will run their backup car in lane 1 in the first heat. It'll be the lane 2 and the backup, or the race car for you?
Race car in lane 2.
And race car in lane 2 for Anna. Congratulations on getting this far. Best of luck, and we'll see you a little bit later on. Round of applause, please, for George and for Anna, Mustangs and Union Racing International. And while I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen, may I say on behalf of F1 in Schools, thank you ever so much to all our VIPs and dignitaries for coming along this evening to celebrate what has been an amazing few days of competition here at the 2015 World Finals. And to kickstart the evening's proceedings, I thought it might be nice to have a bit of a celebrity race down here at the track. We've seen the students put themselves and their cars to the test on our track. And I thought it might be quite nice to have a couple of our VIPs have a look. So, Danny, come with me, because behind you we have, from the Sauber F1 team, ladies and gentlemen, Grand Prix driver, Mr. Felipe Nasser. Good to see you, Felipe. I would imagine you're a man with very quick reactions.
Well, I hope I am. You know, it's something we do a lot, so we're used to those lights, but against the real man here will be, I'm curious to see how it's going to be against Charlie. So.
Yeah, because from the FIA, ladies and gentlemen, the man who starts every single Formula One Grand Prix, Formula One's race director is with us, Mr. Charlie Whiting. Charlie, in your time, how many Formula One races have you actually started?
I don't count them, but I think it's around 350.
And how many races have you actually taken part in as a competitor?
None.
So tonight's a first, isn't it?
Yes, it is indeed.
Tonight we get somebody else to start it, ladies and gentlemen, and Charlie's going to actually race. Young pup, youngish pup. You think you got the reactions to beat it?
Substitute for experience, I say.
Oh, that's fighting talk, Felipe.
He's been practicing a lot, I have to say.
Has he really?
Yeah.
So?
I've got a feeling that his reactions might be a little better than mine, though.
I'm not sure. You might anticipate the start. You might do a false start. Are we ready to put youth against experience to the test?
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go for it. Take your positions, please. Round of applause for Charlie and for Felipe. So this is a world first tonight. This is the Formula One race director's first race ever. And we're going to run our cars along our 20-meter track. The car's accelerating to about 70 horsepower, we worked out, didn't we, Gary?
Well, 70 kilometres an hour. Partway along the track, the cars are doing 70 kilometres an hour.
70 kilometres an hour. We're going to have a little practice first. just so that our guys can get used to the reactions. If you could refrain from using flash photography, that would be great. This is just a practice. Now, do you know what? I'm really impressed here because for a first go, a .170 is not bad, Felipe, and you were 0.06 of a second quicker than Charlie.
It's not too bad, but I have to say, he's coming closer, so...
Because Charlie, a lot of people here were thinking he'd never get below .2. That's blooming impressive.
I wasn't expecting to get below a second, but it's quite nerve-wracking, I must admit. I can see what these guys go through now.
Yeah, exactly. Do you get nervous? Actually, do you get nervous when you hover over the button starting a race?
Well, I don't hover, you see. That took an awful long time, didn't it? I mean, normally I think Formula 1 starts about between 1.5, 2.5. That's long enough. It feels a long time when
You're just waiting for it to happen, and it looks...
Right, well, let's put you through it again. That long wait. Look, but don't stare, as Martin Brundle always tells me at the lights. Yeah, I still can't work it out either. Look, but do not stare. We're going to race the cars this time around. And in all honesty, if it's 6/1000ths of a second reaction time difference, this could be a very close race indeed. Good luck, gentlemen. It is a win in lane 2, ladies and gentlemen, for Charlie Whiting. Hello, Lightning. With the reaction time of .142, I think we're going to call you Lightning Whiting now.
Well, I've been called worse. Thank you.
We'll call you winner as well. Congratulations, Charlie. Thank you, Felipe, as well. That's brilliant tonight, and I think sets up some very exciting competition to come, ladies and gentlemen. The awards will begin in a few moments' time. Thank you. You can applaud if you wish.
The effort that they put to build this type of car is incredible.
Our strength is going to be a well-engineered fast car design.
We have a strong bond with your team and we think that we can win this.
The level of detail that they're working to is incredible.
And wonderful to see all these young people from the different countries collaborating, working together.
They must spend months and months getting to this standard.
We put in so many hard hours.
Finding out what we could have done, maybe what we should have done.
Such an invaluable learning opportunity.
You know, year upon year, it just gets better and better.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2015 F1 in Schools World Finals. Please welcome to the stage from Sky Sports F1, Mr. David Croft.
Good evening, Singapore. How are you? A little bit too nervous and tense, I think. I'm not sure how many people we've got out there. Good evening, Singapore. How are you? That's more like it now. Welcome along to the Resorts World Sentosa for this, the 11th F1 in Schools World Finals Awards Night. Here in 2015, after 4 days of intense competition here in Singapore, after months and months and months of hard work back at base, researching and analysing and designing and raising sponsorship and then racing your cars through your nationals and your regionals and through to this World Finals, here we arrive at your moments of destiny, where one of our competing teams this evening, ladies and gentlemen, will take home the prestigious Bernie Ecclestone Trophy as world champions. How about that? We have a host of other awards, but this is the one I know you all want to get your hands on. Each and every one of you of our 47 competing teams, who I think we should introduce right now. What do you reckon, yeah? Let's have some music. Teams that are collaboration teams or teams for just one school, but come from 23 countries around the world. And we start out with our teams from Australia, introducing Hyperdrive Performance, Infinite Racing, Precision Racing, and Endeavour F1. From Austria, the Automotive Engineers, Racing Bulls Austria. From Bahrain, Suiso and Silver Bullets. From Canada, Laminar Racing. Hello in the corner. From China, Cyclopentan, Lighty, Triumph and Maxell Racing. From Cyprus, Velox, Zero Gravity Team and Squarevolution. From the Czech Republic, Blood Elite's New Generation. Hello. From England, Cyclone Racing. From Germany, Vast Velocity, Rev Up, Pax Racing and Union Racing International. From Greece, Velos Racing, Team Reset and Roadrunners. From Ireland, Team AIB Racing, Verus Racing and Pax Racing. From Malaysia, Nova F1 Racing Team, Electro and Maxell Racing. From the Netherlands, HDG Racing. From Portugal, Accelerate and Mustangs. From Qatar, Inspiract and Project Driven. From Scotland, Team Apex. From Singapore, the Abwin Ultimates, Team Equinox and Aero Phoenix 2.0. From South Africa, Green Streak. From the United Arab Emirates, 21MS, Zenith Racing, Torque Racing and Project Driven. From the United Kingdom, Evolution F1, Horizon and Endeavour F1. From the USA, Noctis Racing, Affinity F1 and Union Racing International. From Vietnam, Team Helios. And from Wales, Tachyon. Welcome, welcome one and all, and on behalf of everyone here at F1 in Schools, thank you for all your efforts, because if you didn't put in the effort, the standard wouldn't keep rising year after year after year, and this year it has been absolutely exceptional to see your work in the pit displays, the judges' scrutineering rooms, and on the track as well. So from me and from everyone at F1 in Schools, thank you. You've been absolutely brilliant. Well done to every single one of you. And your efforts have made us all proud, not just here at the Resorts World Sentosa, but I'm sure all across the world where people have been watching day in, day out on our webcast. Hello to you all watching our live web streaming this evening. It has been a brilliant few days of competition. Don't take my word for it. We've actually got the video evidence.
F1 in Schools just taught me so much. It makes me more confident and inspired me to be an engineer.
It's a fun way to apply mathematics and engage with science.
We're competing against 46 other teams
from all around the world.
Being in Singapore is the greatest experience of my life.
A new
experience that none of us have ever had before.
F1 in schools plays an important role in inspiring the next generation of engineers around the world. And that's you.
F1 in schools is the best thing I've ever done.
It's so much more fun than school.
The thrill of it makes me want to keep doing it. It's addictive. And to be world champion will be truly amazing.
Wherever you have come from, whatever your background, if you dream big enough and you work hard enough, you can achieve absolutely anything in your life.
And just being here makes us all winners.
Oh my heavens, lordy like it. Are we nervous or are we full of expectancy and hope and confidence? The level of detail that goes in. I see a bright future ahead for all of you here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have broken the 1 second barrier. The top 24 teams will do battle for one trophy. There can only be one winner. We whittled it down to the fastest 24. Union Racing International, our number 1 seed. Mustangs, our number 3 seeds. You guys represent the best 2 teams that have coped with speed and pressure at the same time. You have made it through to the final. As I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, we've got lots of trophies to hand out tonight, but one has still to be settled. So put your hands together and welcome our 2 competing teams in the final of the Knockout Cup, Union Racing International and Mustangs. Let's go to the track. Some would say it was a little unfair to let both of these teams go to sleep last night unaware of their destiny. Others would say it makes for much better competition here this evening. You went through the mill yesterday, Mustangs and Union Racing International, and you're going to have to do it one more time. Anna, lead your team through to our starting area. Mustangs first, a round of applause, please, all the way from Portugal. And our collaboration team from the USA and Germany, Union Racing International, come through, please, and shake hands with your opponents. And as this is the final, ladies and gentlemen, it would make complete sense to let the F1 race director, Charlie Whiting, loose on our start line technology system. So Charlie Whiting, to the start area, please, because you are going to get our final underway. Thank you very much, Charlie, for coming along tonight. Right, the 2 starters, front and center, please. We have, from Union Racing International, Devinash, how are you?
Excited, yeah.
Excited. Did you sleep at all last night?
Last night was the only night at all I slept well, but this was pretty much best. So.
Yeah. So have you been practicing today? You'll start your reaction times. I mean, look, Charlie's come down straight out the block, 0.142. Easy, isn't it?
Ooh, actually pretty hard, but let's see how we perform.
Yeah, Charlie wasn't under pressure, you see, like you guys are going to be. Anna, you've coped with the pressure thus far. How did you sleep last night?
I slept pretty well. I went back to the gym. Actually, I was a bit nervous.
So you went back to the gym?
Yes.
As you can see, I'm a man who doesn't suffer from nerves ever, so we're all right on that one. Would you like, we've done the coin toss, would you like to go to your cars and we will get this final underway? How are we feeling, Union Racing International?
We're feeling good. I think we have a great car and our start is pretty good, and so if he just puts out consistent start times, I think we've got it.
It is a car that has broken the 1 second barrier on 5 occasions, I think I'm right, over the course of the last few days. Nodding your head on that one, and has set new world records after new world records. Doesn't mean, of course, Mustangs, that they can't be beaten, because they can. So how confident are we feeling?
Very nervous, but yeah, we have to be confident. Yeah.
Have to be confident. It could be about the car, it could be about the star. We have our 2 starters in place now. If I can ask for no flash photography in the hall, please, because it's really off-putting for our 2 teams. And the best of order, if we're ready, here we go. 2 heats, ladies and gentlemen. Fastest car, fastest time, I should say, will win the trophy. It's a quick reaction time in lane 1 by Union Racing International, who also take the best total time as well, 1.181. As you can see, the track time was 3/100ths of a second off breaking the second barrier once again. It has been a feature of your competition this year that we've had teams getting down to the 1 second barrier and Union Racing International smashing it on occasion. But look, only 4/1000ths of a second difference between the 2 reaction times, and it could still change around after our second run. So we have 2 cars for each team, a racing car and a backup car in case the racing car breaks. In theory, they should be both exactly the same and built to the same specifications, but theory doesn't always resemble practice. So who knows, it could be that the faster cars are yet to come on either team. Our start line judges, David and Gary, making sure that the cars are straight, because we don't want them to run in any way off-center, as that increases the friction and slows the cars down. And then we allow the teams 30 seconds just to make final alignment adjustments. As it stands at the moment, Union Racing International have 1 hand on the trophy. But it's a tentative grip. We're ready, I think, at the start. At the finish, we're happy as well. Once again, best of order, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. No turning back now. Brilliant reaction times from both. It is a time of 1.190 in lane 2. They've taken it again, ladies and gentlemen. Union Racing International not only win the Knockout Cup, but look, they have broke the second barrier once again. Unbelievable. Commiserations, Anna. I'm sure you'll want to shake hands. I'm sure the rest of the Mustangs team will as well. George, if you could just come with me for 2 seconds. Your winners. First trophy of the night to be decided, and you've got it, sir.
Yeah, we're really happy about it. We couldn't do it without Devansh, our starter, and our car was really good all week. So we're very happy about the performance of the car.
Excellent. Devansh, where are you? Where have you gone, my friend? Couldn't do it without you, eh? Isn't that a nice thing for him to say?
Of course, very impressive, yeah.
And obviously you're far too modest to agree with him in any way, but just tell us, you handled the pressure. Did you feel the pressure out there?
I was trying to just hide my pressure. It was hard, but somehow managed to get this on.
Excellent. Gentlemen, we will see you on the stage to receive your trophy in a little while. Commiserations, Mustangs, please return to your seats now. Union Racing International, you too can return to your seats, but you know your Knockout Cup winners. A round of applause, please, for our winners, Union Racing International. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Charlie Whiting, for starting that. I just want to invite Gary Anderson to the stage at this moment in time while get used to this, boys, by the way, press scrum. Yeah, you're going to love this. Where you're going in the future, you're going to have loads more of them, I'm sure. Gary Anderson, just come to the stage with me for a minute. Our chair of judges, ladies and gentlemen, Gary Anderson.
Just one moment.
We had a moment last year at the World Finals where Colossus, the world champions, brought along a little piece of technology that improved their car's performance. It was, if you can imagine a dog with fleas, and the cones that they put over the dog's collar to stop them scratching its neck. It was a bit like that. And it did something really, really clever, Gary. It made the car go faster. And I don't know how it did it, but you understand these sort of things.
Well, I try to say I understand them. Yeah, basically they're trying to capture the energy of the gases coming out of the cylinder. We've called it LERS, so it's Launch Energy Recovery System. And for this year, we brought in a regulation to basically allow the teams to use something if they wanted to try to create it.
Yeah, because once the horse is bolted out of the gate, we can't stop the teams.
We can't stop
so the teams have had a whole year to work on these launch energy recovery systems. And Union Racing International particularly, and I think, Danny, on our camera here, you can show it to him, have harnessed this technology very well indeed.
Yeah, basically we've given the teams a window to work in a little box section, and basically this is what they've come up with. It's very, very clever. It clears the car by about 0.5 millimetre. One of the regulations is that you cannot have it touching the car. So although it's quite complicated to set up, it really does enhance that acceleration, that initial acceleration. There's quite a few different variations on it. As I say, this is theirs.
What else have we got, Gary?
Well, we have another one here because when the car starts, the actual starter pod moves backwards by a few millimetres. So you're losing some of that acceleration energy. This one here is a piece of brass, so they're trying to do it by putting more mass into the firing pin, so in effect it gives more energy into the car. And then we have another one here, which actually has been the judge's favourite. Now it's very clever because it's adjustable. I'll just show you here to the camera.
Let me hold your microphone while you do that. You need 2 hands, sir.
When we're setting them up, they're very critical, and that's, for this first year, that's why I've been doing it, to make sure everybody gets the best from it that their system or their concept will do. But this one here, as you can see, you can actually adjust the length of it, so you can make sure that it's not touching the car, but just by that 0.1 of a millimetre. So, very clever little idea, and it means on the start line you don't have so much problems.
So here's the question then, that I want to know, and what everyone here wants to know. How much extra speed, how much time do you lose by having a good LERS device?
Haven't got a clue, but what we're going to do is to run that car that we've just run under the 1 second and see what it does now without the LERS. So just one car on the track, automated start, and we'll just look at the lap time.
Ooh, have we got a science experiment going on tonight? I haven't done a science experiment for years. This could be fun. So what we've got here is a car without LERS, yes? Are we going to have a car with LERS at some stage as well then, Gary?
No, the car, unfortunately, one of the first car here, the spare car, the front wing broke off in the tiles. So basically,
it's had all the competition for the weekend, and now it decides to break. Okay, so what time are we trying to chase then here?
We are trying to chase 0.967 of a second. I think that was the fastest time.
0.967 of a second with LERS. Without LERS, let's see. Can I press the button?
Press the right button.
Boom. Well, meant to go boom. It went boom in my head anyway. Here we go. Charlie Whiting was right. This start line does take ages to set anything off. 1.068 was the time. So,
by my math, that's 0.1 of a second faster, which is relatively 10%. Now, if I could have hired a bunch of engineers and given them a year to come up with 10% improvement in my Formula 1 cars, I'd have been a very happy man.
Yeah, that's not bad. And they wouldn't have spent around about £50 million researching and developing and getting that 10% improvement, would they?
No, it's a fantastic thing because, in everything you do in life, there will be changes and you have to react to those changes. And in Formula 1 in schools, what we try to do is just set that change every year. It means you've got to go away and scratch your head a little bit more. Somebody scratched their head very well. 10% improvement in performance is pretty good.
So from something inspired by a dog scratching his neck because it had fleas, you've gone away and scratched your heads and come up with something that improves your car by 10%. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you very much for that, Gary. Just before you go, just a very quick reflection on the week itself. I know year on year out you say that the standard gets better and better, but this time around you really aren't joking. We have seen some stunning pieces of engineering.
We have, yeah, every year, again, as I say, the teams come with new interpretations, new ways of doing things, researching. I mean, some of these cars here, for example, the wheel bearings, You know, you can spin the front wheel, wander off, have a coffee, come back again, the front wheel's still spinning. You know, the frictional losses are just zero in these cars. So, you know, it's a great thing because there's so many parts of the discipline, from your booth to the portfolios, to verbal presentation, to the engineering, to the car performance. Everything that you're going to run into in life is catered for in this. It's a fantastic learning curve. So, you know, congratulations to every one of you. As I said on Friday, I think it was, nobody goes away here from here a loser. You're all winners in my book. But, you know, the judges, as the teams get better, the judges need to get better. So there's, I think it's something like 44 judges out there that have all worked very, very hard. I'd like to thank them all very much for their efforts. You know, we've tried to run as we try to run as possible a competition that's fair for everyone and get them to show their expertise. And I think that's getting better and better and better every year. So thanks to everybody. It'll get better next year as well.
Brilliant. Gary Anderson, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed, Gary. Right, fantastic. With that in mind, and with the standard improving, and with the fact that year on year we get more and more people coming from the world of Formula One to take a look at what happens here at the F1 in Schools World Finals, and so much support from the Formula One community. This year we have another first. It is the launch of the Randstad Williams Engineering Academy, where we've taken our students, we've put them to the test. Our best 25 students here all came together yesterday to be assessed and to be marked, and the chosen few will go forward to be mentored by Williams Racing, by Randstad, and given guidance in the future to try and accelerate their path into whatever sphere in the world that they're going to go into, be it engineering, be it marketing and communications, be it whatever. The Randstad Williams Engineering Academy, to run in tandem with the work that goes on at F1 in Schools, and to announce the first recipients of a place in this unique mentoring process. Please welcome to the stage now the Chief Technical Officer of Williams Racing, Mr. Pat Simmons, the Deputy Team Principal, Ms. Claire Williams, and from Randstad, Deb Loveridge. Do come to the stage, everyone. As they blow even more smoke out from behind me here, just so that the ballroom this evening resembles downtown Singapore this evening. Claire Williams, Deb Loveridge, Pat Simmons, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, how are you? Come and stand in the middle, please, Claire. You've all got microphones as well. That's good. Claire, if I can start with you, why Williams? Why do Williams want to get involved with a whole bunch of school kids trying to be engineers?
Can I just say first, it's a real privilege to be here again. Williams always comes to these events. Last year we were here in Abu Dhabi announcing the Randstad Williams Engineering Academy, which we're going to talk to you about a bit in a minute. But it's always really inspiring for anyone in F1 to come here. That what you guys do is phenomenal, and I know that there are lots of concerns about the future of Formula One at the moment, but if you guys are coming into our sport and you're the next generation of it, I'm not sure that we have too much to worry about. So thank you for having us here this evening and sharing in your night. But the reason why Pat and I are on stage with Deb from Randstad is to talk to you about the Randstad Williams Engineering Academy, which we launched last year at your award ceremony in Abu Dhabi. And it's a program that we set up with our long-standing partner Randstad in order to find the engineers of the future. Obviously, our industry is all about trying to find the best engineers in order to make our race cars the most competitive that they can be. We can't do that without the likes of your generation coming up and making sure that we have those engineers coming into our sport in the future. So this is a really exciting program from us, and we're really thrilled to be here today and to have had such a great talent pool to pick our winners from.
It's great to see you here as well. Debs, for those wondering, Randstad, where's the synergy that comes from this engineering academy?
As a long-standing business partner with Williams, we at Randstad have a good understanding of motorsport, but more importantly, the requirements to identify and to engage or recruit young talent, high potential talent to join what is a high performance organisation. Our role in this project really is to help students move from education through to employment, so to help them with their employability and their vocational skills. So we're delighted also to be here this evening.
And Pat, as a young engineer yourself,
Thank you.
That's all right. How was the standard? You came along, you saw what our students had to offer. How surprised or impressed were you?
Well, it's nothing short of fantastic. And I've been following F1 in schools for many years now. I've taken on people who've been involved in the projects. I've always been pleased with them. But what amazes me is just year on year, it just gets better and better. And of course, that's what engineering should be. That's what Formula One is all about. And to see it in F1 in schools, you know, to see a breakthrough like we had last year, it's just fascinating. The quality, the detail, the presentation, everything that I see just really thrills me.
So, shall we stop people getting tense and nervous here and put some people out of their misery and open the golden envelope? I have no idea the winners. Is Pat going to do this tonight? I was being chivalrous and kind of ladies first on that one, but Pat, I think it's your turn then to announce the first recipients then, the first inductees even of the Randstad Williams Engineering Academy.
Well, tonight we have 11 winners who go into our academy. It's been quite a process to get down from the 75 or so entrants down to 25, and then a very intense sessions yesterday to look at it. We had aimed to get down to 10. We couldn't do it. The standards are so high. We've chosen 11. I'm going to read out your names. They're not in any order. It's not in order of merit. It's not alphabetical. It is just the way that they have effectively come out. When I call your names, please come to the stage. And as you're all waiting with bated breath, I'd better get on with it. So the first one is Aaron Hannon. Aaron? Yes, I can see it. The second award is to Anna Andrade. And our third winner is Devansh Dahad. Number 4 is George Britton. And number 5 is Freya King. We're at the halfway stage. So number 6 is Peter Henderson. Coming right from the back. So I'll go on to number 7, William Matter. And number 8 is Maximilian Britton. Number 9 is James Roger. It gets worse as we get towards the end, doesn't it? Who are the last 2? Well, I'll tell you. Number 10, Rachel Scott. And last, but certainly by no means least, is Declan Southern. It really has been difficult for us to narrow it down this far. Fantastic quality of entrants. We have some really exciting things lined up for them with our mentoring and our e-learning portal that we've set up that a lot of people at Williams have put a lot of effort into. I think it's going to be very successful. Congratulations to our first winners. And can I encourage you to get everyone entering next year? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you very much indeed to Pat and to Claire and to Deb as well. And brilliant. It's so nice to see so many happy, smiley faces on this platform at the moment. And not just our inductees, but also Deb's and Pat and Claire as well. Once more, ladies and gentlemen, a massive round of applause for our first inductees of the Randstad Williams Engineering Academy. Guys, you may pose for some photos and now make your way off the stage, please. Your work starts now, to be honest, because there's a few press journalists and some cameramen waiting for you outside, and it's time to conduct your first interviews as well. So good luck with those. And thank you once again, guys, for coming down. Absolutely brilliant, and good luck for this weekend as well. Yes, we have a Grand Prix this weekend here in Singapore, but before then, ladies and gentlemen, we have some world champions to be crowned. The F1 in Schools World Champions for 2015. We have a whole host of trophies to hand out, ladies and gentlemen. And we have dinner to eat as well. We'll be back with the awards in about 40 minutes' time. Thank you very much indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, whilst you enjoy your dinner, please enjoy the entertainment on stage by the Studio Woo Elite team. Ladies and gentlemen, Studio Woo Elite Team. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage Studio Woo Elite Team.
Do you recall not long ago when you would walk on the sidewalk? Innocent, remember, all we did was care for each other. But the night was warm, we were bold and young. All around, the wind blows, we would only hold on to let go. Focus, fire gun, we need someone to lean on. Focus, fire gun, all we need is somebody to lean on. Focus, fire gun, we need someone to lean on. Focus, fire gun, all we need is somebody to lean on. Dirty pop. Yo. Sick and tired of hearing all these people talk about what's the deal with this pop life and when is it gonna fade out? The thing you got to realize what we're doing is not a trend. We got the gift of melody, we're gonna bring it till the end. Come on now. Like the car we drive, I wear around my neck. Since you recognize that's just about respect. All the clothes I wear and where I go and why. If that you get hyped and we'll do it to you every time. Come on now. Never wonder why this music gets you high. It takes you on a ride. Feel it when your body starts to ride. You can't stop and stop. Come on now. So sweet. Dirty pop.
Studio Woo Elite Team. Please show your appreciation. And we will commence the awards presentations shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you please to take your seats for part 2 of our awards ceremony this evening. Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. I notice on the VIP table we've broken out the champagne already. Long way to go tonight before we break out the champagne to announce and crown our world champions in 2015. I have in my hands, everybody, 21 golden envelopes. We have 21 trophies to hand out tonight to our teams, our 47 teams competing at the F1 in Schools World Finals 2015. And the culmination will be the presentation of our Bernie Eccleston Trophy for the World Champions, the presentation of our scholarships as well. There is an awful long way to go before we get to that stage, so if you're tense now, imagine how you're going to feel in just over an hour's time. Thank you very much to our wonderful staff here at the World Resorts here in Sentosa Island. Magnificent dinner, beautiful service. Round of applause, please, for our hosts here in the ballroom this evening. And Resort World Sentosa really have given us the VIP 5-star treatment from the minute we got here, so thank you very much for your hospitality. So then, to our first award of the evening. It is the FIA Women in Motorsport Award. It is supported by the FIA, and here to present the trophy on their behalf, the 5 Live, BBC Radio 5 Live presenter and pit lane reporter, Miss Jenny Gow, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come this way. Because you need to stand in the middle. You've got a trophy to present, so I'll hold the microphone. I know that's kind of normally your job. But just give us a sense of how important women in motorsport is to the FIA and how you find life working in the Formula One paddock as, of course, a bona fide woman.
I am.
Yes, you are a woman.
I checked. The table can verify that I am a bona fide woman.
Excellent. How? I don't know.
We were just talking about lip gloss. It's fine. Being a female in motorsport is an incredible privilege, but one that we shouldn't really have to fight for anymore. It's one that should come naturally. It shouldn't be a thing to be a female in motorsport or a woman in motorsport, but at the moment it still is. And so it's really important that the FIA recognise women and the roles that they're doing within motorsport to push forward and bring through a whole new generation of women. You've already heard from Claire Williams, and she's a tremendous spokesperson and role model for any female who wants to progress within motorsport. And one day, it's my dream that we will get a female driver in F1 there who can compete and beat the guys, but it is a matter of time. So come on, girls, step it up.
Amen to that one, sister. Right, here we go. FIA Women in Motorsport Award, supported by the FIA Women in Motorsport Commission. I will open up the golden envelope. It's very sexist of me that I get to announce the winner of this, isn't it? Would you like to announce it and I'll hold the trophy? See, role reversal, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. I have a microphone. You don't need it. You can go stand over there.
Okay. Do I need to read all of this out? You were doing such a good job.
Sorry while I explain it here to the lady that I introduced to motorsport all those years ago, or to Formula One anyway. Give us the nominees, yeah? Wait for the round of applause, then shout out the winner's name. I'll do the presentation, away we go, yeah?
Okay, you sure you don't just want to do it? Okay, we're there. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honour to announce the nominees for the FIA Women in Motorsport Award, supported by the FIA Women in Motorsport Commission. And the nominees are Infinite Racing, Australia, Team Equinox, Singapore. I think there's a little bit of house favourite here. I couldn't tell which one is which, but the winner is, and congratulations to Singapore Team Equinox for overall high quality being driven.
Take a selfie now. Congratulations to Team Equinox for their overall high quality throughout the competition and being totally driven and single-minded. We could not give them the award for the longest distance travelled because they only got the bus here every day. So they're very deserving of the FIA Women in Motorsport Awards. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Team Equinox. Ladies, come this way. Congratulations. Excellent. Well done, Jenny, as well. Now look on as the professionals try. Right, let us move on to our Team Website Award. Ladies and gentlemen, you all had to come up and design your own websites. It's supported by Fantastic Media and presented on behalf of Fantastic Media by Ed Tallboys, a F1 in Schools alumni, ladies and gentlemen. Ed, would you love to come to the stage, please? Where are you? Behind me. I'd let you read out the winners and hold the trophy, but quite frankly, I'm exhausted after that. Our Team Website Awards, supported by Fantastic Media. Our nominations are Zero Gravity Team from Cyprus, 21MS from the United Arab Emirates, and Pact Racing, a collaboration team from Germany and Ireland. And the winner is, ladies and gentlemen, with a website we're all going to be logging on to right now, from Cyprus, Zero Gravity Team. Magnificent, well done, Zero Gravity Team. Please welcome on stage the members and Spaceman, ladies and gentlemen, their team mascot who goes everywhere with them because they operate in zero gravity. Fantastic. Round of applause, please. Zero Gravity Team. Well done, guys. Congratulations. Well done. Good effort. Well deserved. Good man. Thanks, Ed. We move on from the Team Website Award, ladies and gentlemen, to an award that's got you all being very creative this week. It is the Sutton Images Image of the Week Award, supported by Sutton Images, and the trophy presented this evening by the Senior Account Director and F1 photographer, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mark Sutton. First time I've ever seen Mark without a camera in his hand. Oh dear, and it makes such a blessed relief, I have to say. Right, we have the nominations this evening, and we'll see the winning image in a couple of seconds. But the nominations are from the United Arab Emirates, Zenith Racing. From the United Arab Emirates and Qatar, a collaboration team, Project Driven. And also from the UAE, Talk Racing. And if I say 3, 2, 1, we'll get the winning image up, because I think this is the best way to announce, ladies and gentlemen, the Sutton Images Image of the Week Award goes to 3, 2, 1, Project Driven! Congratulations to Project Driven. Mark, you're going to pose for a photo, you need the project-driven sunglasses, my friend. I haven't got the chopsticks. Have we all got sunglasses? Oh, well, they came to me. Pose for the photos anyway. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. Project-driven. Oh, thanks, mate. Ah, now I can see clearly. Yeah, if only the rest of you had taken a photo of Gary Anderson and myself, you might have won as well. That's all you had to do. We move on from our best image of the week to our knockout competition winners. This award is supported by Resorts World Sentosa. To present it, please welcome their Vice President for Resort Operation and Engagement. Not sure if he deals with marriages as well, but he definitely deals with engagement, Mr. Noel Hawkes. Good to see you. Now, this is not going to cause any suspense whatsoever because we've seen it for our very eyes this evening. But please give them a massive cheer. Our knockout competition winners, supported by Resorts World Sentosa from Germany and the USA, Union Racing International. Our team who coped with the pressure and who had the speed to go with it. Union Racing International, ladies and gentlemen, well done to you all. Now, I know you've all been tweeting throughout this week. Thank you very much to Tachyon, who tweeted me last night wondering if I needed to be kept awake on the 6th floor, as various team members from Greece have been doing all week. At least someone actually bothered to ask me if I wanted to be kept awake at 12:30. I got that tweet. I didn't respond. I do apologise for that one. It's the only apology I've got. No one from Greece has come up to apologise for keeping me awake. I'll see you later tonight. Around about 3 o'clock outside your room. All right, lads? But the Best Use of Social Media Award is supported by ID, PR and Marketing. Please welcome to the stage to present the trophy their director, Alison Hill. And thank you very much, Alison, for all your hard work this week, sending out oodles of press releases and telling the world how wonderful F1 in Schools has been. So, our nominees are, from Germany and the USA, Union Racing International. From Ireland, Verus Racing. And from Scotland, Team Apex. And the winner, ladies and gentlemen, for their interaction with sponsors on social media, from Ireland, Verus Racing. A quick pose for our photographers, please, and then you can tweet all about it a little bit later. Verus Racing, ladies and gentlemen. Our next award is for Research and Development, ladies and gentlemen. It is supported by Pirelli, and here to present the trophy on behalf of Formula One's tyre supplier, our F1 in Schools Chair of Judges, Mr. Gary Anderson. Pressures are a bit low. I've been told not to talk about PSI. I don't know if that's the quality of the air or the tyre pressures at the moment, but we can't do that. our Research and Development Award, ladies and gentlemen. I've got 3 nominations for this, 3 out of 47. The rest of you, please don't be too deflated. You haven't won. See, that's the bad gag. I knew I'd get it in somewhere. Our nominations from Canada, Laminar Racing. From Germany, Vast Velocity. And also from Germany, Rev Up. But our Research and Development Award, ladies and gentlemen, supported by Pirelli, goes to Canada's Laminar Racing. Gentlemen, Laminar Racing to the stage. Their table, to be fair, was a long way to the back. It's taken them a while to get here, but an awful lot of great research and development of their car has gone into making a wonderful vehicle for our track. Congratulations to them. They take home the Pirelli trophy. Superb. Laminar Racing, ladies and gentlemen. Well done. Congratulations, and thank you, Gary. We move on to award number 7 of 21. We're a third of the way through our reward presentations this evening. This is the Enterprise Portfolio Award. It is supported by Master Rain Enrichment Group. Please welcome their chairman to the stage, San Wee. San, good to see you. Okay, let me open up the envelope, see what we've got here then. 3 nominations from Germany, Vast Velocity. From Portugal, Mustangs. And also from Germany, Rev Up. And the winner of the Enterprise Portfolio Award, sponsored by Master Rain Enrichment Group, is from Portugal, Mustangs. Mustangs, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. And smiles for our photographers. They came oh so close in the knockout competition, but they will go home as winners tonight. Mustangs, ladies and gentlemen, well done. And thank you, Sam. Our next award, ladies and gentlemen, is something that I would never stand a chance of winning. It's the Verbal Presentation Award. It is supported by Williams Racing. We've seen him on the stage once this evening. Please welcome him back, the Chief Technical Officer of Williams Racing, Mr. Pat Simmons. That looks a heavy trophy. That has got to be the heaviest award of the evening, so let's hope there's some big strapping people waiting to lift it. The nominations, well, if this team win, there's certainly some big strapping lads here. Vast Velocity of Germany. From the United Kingdom, Evolution F1. And from Australia and the United Kingdom, Endeavour F1. And the winner is, come on the twins, Vast Velocity! Up to you guys, congratulations, well done. Well done. Congratulations to Fast Velocity coming to the centre. Where did they ever get the name Vast Velocity from? I still can't quite work it out. But it's been a pleasure, guys, to meet you all this weekend. Round of applause, please. Are we finished with our photographs? I think we have. Come on off. And thank you very much, Pat. Brilliant. We'll see you in the nightclub later. 2 of you will be on the door acting as bouncers. Our next award is the Pit Display Award, ladies and gentlemen, supported by Scuderia Toro Rosso. Please welcome to their stage a great supporter of F1 in schools, Mr. Graham Watson. Graham here to give out the bad news that sadly each and every one of our competitors this year is already too old to be Toro Rosso's next driver. The team will be having a creche installed just to keep their drivers happy in the future if it gets any younger. The Pit Display Award nominations: Vast Velocity of Germany, Mustangs of Portugal, and Team AIB Racing from Ireland. And our Pit Display Award, best go check it out. It's Ireland's Team AIB Racing. Well done to Team AIB Racing. Fantastic effort this weekend, guys. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Graham, for coming on down as well. And we move on from our Pit Display Award to award number 10, the Outstanding Sportsmanship Award. Please welcome to the stage this award supported by Sahara Force India Formula One team, their race team operations manager, Mr. Mark Gray. Okay, and the nominees are from Malaysia, Nova F1 Racing Team. From the USA, Noctis Racing. And from Australia, Infinite Racing. And the winner of the Outstanding Sportsmanship Award is Malaysia's Nova F1 Racing Team. They're over there. Come on up, guys. Looking absolutely brilliant tonight. These guys were superb during the pit build, where the teams have only a short amount of time to get their pit displays together. Not only did they get their pit display done in time, but they helped all their neighbours as well and showed some great sportsmanship there. So well done. Thank you very much, Nova. Great to have you with us this weekend. And thank you, Mark, as well. We move on, ladies and gentlemen, to the Team Identity Award, supported by no less than Scuderia Ferrari. To present this award, looking absolutely resplendent in his Ferrari blazer this evening, their reserve and test driver, Mr. Esteban Gutierrez. Come this way. Because we ought to have a quick chat. Listen, look at this. He could go down the catwalk like this, which you probably are this weekend, aren't you, at Amber Lounge? Is that right?
Well, I'm working at Ferrari here in my heart, so...
How good does it feel to be at a team like Ferrari with this beautiful identity? You are Formula One. You know, how much bigger do you feel now working for the team?
Well, it's important, first of all, not to feel bigger. I think it's important to keep the feet on the ground, first of all. Secondly, it's really an honor to be part of the Ferrari family. It has exceeded my expectations in every way. It has been an amazing opportunity to have to work together with incredible people, very talented, very experienced as well. And I think that for me, it has been quite a good benefit to learn, to develop, and yeah, looking towards the future now.
Well, if I could be very cheeky and ask about the future. We've talked on this stage before. You said to me, you know, I might be dropping out of driving for a little bit, but I will be back. So do you have any news for us?
I would love to share it.
Is it secret? Would you have to shoot me if you told me?
Well, it's not a secret that I want to be back in Formula One, racing full time. I think, yeah, I have that goal. It's realistic. But there's always a mystery to keep.
So, ladies and gentlemen, do we want to see Esteban driving in Formula One again? Yes? In which case, then, good luck for each and every one of us. And if you want us to go around to Kimi Räikkönen's house, you know, just maybe rough him up a little bit, get you in there, we can do that. That's not a problem, for a fee.
I'll invite him to my home in Mexico, you know, maybe put some picante or something around.
Sounds like an idea to me. Esteban, brilliant to have you here. Thank you so much for coming along. We need to present this award, the Team Identity Award, ladies and gentlemen. And the nominees are the Abwin Ultimate from Singapore, Vast Velocity from Germany, and our collaboration team from Germany and Ireland, Pact Racing. And the winner is, from Germany and Ireland, Pact Racing. Brilliant stuff. Pact Racing, who before this weekend had never met each other, I should say. They've met themselves, never met each other in person. They'd only spoken on Skype and FaceTime and communicated via email, but they've put it all together. They have their identity. They know each other inside out now. They're best of friends and they're winners tonight. Well done, Pact Racing. Come this way. Excellent. Thanks, Esteban. Our next award, ladies and gentlemen, is for the fastest car. This award is supported by the Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula One team. To present the trophy, please welcome their sporting director, Mr. Ron Meadows. Need to have a chat with Ron. Oh, no, I'm not going to mention tyre pressures at all. He says no tyre pressures, gags. We won't do that. But I do want to ask, here we have teams that produce the fastest car. No surprise that you're supporting this award because you've got the fastest car in Formula One at the moment. But what's the secret? How do you go about doing that?
I'm not sure we can share it. There's too many of the teams here at the moment.
So we can send them around to Esteban's house in Mexico. They won't remember a thing. It's not a worry.
No, I think most of the teams here have won championships now, and it's all about teamwork, as you can see with your cars. We've been pushing hard for this new PU regulation for at least 3 or 4 years, and it's currently our time. Other teams are catching us up a bit too quickly at the moment, but we'll keep pushing on and try and keep our advantage.
And have you seen anything here tonight that you think, oh, I could take away a couple of ideas, maybe a couple of students as well, help us keep our superiority in Formula One?
Yeah, I'm sure many of the boys and girls in this room will be in Formula One in the future. They're incredible. You go look around the cars and the pit stands and you speak to them, it's just, it's another level.
And have you seen anything here from our young students tonight that you think, oh, there's a very good new hair design for Lewis Hamilton, or a new tattoo, or a new fashion outfit, or is he more than capable of being young and trendy himself these days?
I think he can answer that one.
Ron Meadows, thank you very much for coming along tonight. Please stand centre stage while we award our fastest car of the year, supported by the Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula One team. And the winner, no surprises here, ladies and gentlemen, they smashed the world record barrier from the Union Racing International Team, Germany and the USA. And not just breaking the second barrier once, but doing it twice, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times as well. They have set a new standard with their LERS technology, ladies and gentlemen. Union Racing International. Well done. Thanks, Ron. And we move on from our fastest car award to our Chair of Judges Recognition of Achievement Award. This is supported by Infinity Red Bull Racing. Please welcome their Head of Car Engineering, Mr. Paul Monaghan. Yeah, we should have a chat as well, Paul, shouldn't we? Really, I think, because Red Bull have dominated at Singapore over the years. You come here this year hoping for a little change in fortunes, and I'm sure a good weekend as well. But has anything caught your eye as you've been wandering around tonight?
A few little things, yes. Yeah, well, I'm not going to tell you what they are, obviously. Why would I hand the secrets away?
I see, once again, we can send them around, all the teams around at Esteban's house in Mexico. No one will remember a thing. But seriously, are there secrets here that you think, well, we could tap into that?
What you find is, and I think via some of the things you've been spoken about here this evening, it's a people sport. And all teams have good ideas, and it's the ones that get it all to come together, such as Mercedes at the moment, that are winning in the sport. And we're obviously seeking ideas, we're seeking novel solutions, and some of the free thinking that you see in events such as this cause you to sort of stop and think, actually, we could do things differently. So as long as you keep an open mind, and you don't sort of close your mind and think we have the best solution, then events like this will always cause you to stop and think, and there's some bright people in here, so I just stay on my toes.
Absolutely. Maybe one day, ladies and gentlemen, you could be coming up here instead of Paul as he enjoys his retirement at Anfield watching, well, championship football, I would imagine, by that stage. I've moved the mic away, haven't I?
You're a charming soul, aren't you?
To be honest, Paul is a massive Liverpool fan. We've known each other for many years, and for the first time in my life, my team has actually beaten your team at your place, so I can make that gag.
Yeah, it's a one-off, don't worry. It won't happen again.
It certainly won't. It won't be mentioned on this stage again, trust me. Paul, brilliant to see you here tonight. We have then this wonderful Chair of Judges Recognition of Achievements Award, supported by Infinity Red Bull Racing, and the nominations are all for LERS devices, Launch Energy Recovery System. From the United Arab Emirates, Zenith Racing. From China, Triumph. And from Germany and the USA, Union Racing International. And Gary Anderson, our Chair of Judges, I think has highlighted the winner's LERS device already this evening. Has been a magnificent adjustable device. The winner is, from China, Triumph. Congratulations to Triumph. That's it. Get the flag out, guys. It was a triumph, ladies and gentlemen. They are a triumph. Put your hands together for our Chair of Judges Recognition Achievement Award winners. Are we okay? Come on off, Triumph. Well done, guys. Congratulations.
You've had your one.
That's it, I've had the one. There will be no more Liverpool gags, I promise. We move on, ladies and gentlemen, from award number 13 to our 14th award, the Innovative Thinking Award. It is supported by the Lotus Formula One team. Please welcome to the stage their Deputy Team Principal, Mr. Federico Gastaldi. How are you? Good. Good man. Come and have a chat. It's always good to chat to friends. When did these fall off Pastor Maldonado's car? Thank you very much. Absolute pleasure. It was the one gag I prepared this evening, and I'm glad it went down well. I'm so glad you're here as well, not just here at F1 in Schools tonight, but in Singapore as well. We want a bright future for the Lotus team. So how many of our students do you want to take on?
First of all, if I may, I would like a big round of applause for Andrew, Gary, the entire Formula One school team. They have done a fantastic job. Well done, Williams, for embracing these young students. They will be the future, but they're certainly the present of motor racing. Thank you very much, guys. Keep going, keep pushing, keep studying.
There's time there for you to take some of our students as well.
Pat promised me a discount in the next 5 years. Is it still there?
Fantastic. How important, though, we talk about F1 in schools, for the future of Formula One, is it that engineering especially is promoted in this way? I mean, you guys just rely on genius engineers, don't you?
Absolutely. That's the name of the game. I mean, we need these guys to keep studying, researching, improving materials, improving developments. I mean, they are, as I said, they are the present and the future of motor racing, so we need them. By all means, please, as I said, keep going, okay?
Federico, thank you very much indeed. Federico Gastaldi, ladies and gentlemen. And good luck this weekend. Good luck. Right. The Innovative Thinking Award, ladies and gentlemen. The nominations are from Cyprus, Zero Gravity Team. From Scotland, Team Apex. And from Germany, Vast Velocity. And the winner, great bunch of guys, from Cyprus, Zero Gravity Team. Well, that stopped rather suddenly, didn't it? Zero Gravity Team, ladies and gentlemen. A success on and off the track this weekend. And you've now lost Spaceman. You come out for the photo? You just moved it around. Magnificent. Guys, enjoy your success tonight. Thank you very much indeed. And thank you very much to Federico. Excellent. We move on. Cheers, my friend. To the Team Sponsorship and Marketing Award. This is supported by the Manor F1 team. Please welcome to the stage to present this trophy their President and Sporting Director, and also their driver. It's not the same person, Graham Loudon and Will Stevens. Team Sponsorship and Marketing, Mr. Loudon, Mr. Stevens. Very important. Money makes the world go round, certainly helps the wheels turn round. And you guys have faced a real battle this year, getting sponsorship in, but it seems the stickers are finally getting on the car.
Yeah, you know, it's every part of a team is important, but we've said it a number of times. The most important area in a team is like an engine, is the bit that fuels it. And professional motor racing is expensive, and the only way to do it correctly is to make sure that you have partners who equally gain and benefit from their involvement with the team. And so, you know, whoever is winning this award should feel, I think, particularly proud of what they've achieved for their team.
And Will, this season, your rookie season in Formula One, how's it gone so far? How do you feel lining up on the grid in your first Singapore Grand Prix this weekend?
Yeah, this year's gone really well for me personally. As you said, it's my first year in F1, so a lot to learn. But yeah, everything's gone well. This weekend's always one you're going to look forward to. It's obviously one of the iconic races of the calendar now, so can't wait to get out on the circuit. Looks pretty challenging and excited for the weekend.
And we spoke just before Monza, where you lined up 12th, 13th on the grid. Your best ever grid position, a lot of faster cars behind you. You said you were going to go out and enjoy it, and there would be no brown stains on your trousers once the lights went out. So how was that start at Monza?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I managed to keep some guys behind us for a few laps, which was good. And, you know, everyone now, you know, we're starting to get a little bit closer. So hopefully we can have a good weekend here. Monza probably shouldn't have been one of our strongest ones. So coming here, we should be a little bit better off and excited to get going.
Brilliant. Have a great weekend, guys. Thank you very much for coming along to present the trophy tonight. We ought to find out who the nominees are for the Team Sponsorship and Marketing Award. From Portugal, Mustangs. From Wales, Tachyon. And from Australia, Precision Racing. So all our teams have to raise a budget to get here. They have to pay their own way to come to Singapore and compete at the World Finals, just like every team has to pay their way in Formula One. And the winner of the Team Sponsorship and Marketing Awards from Wales, ladies and gentlemen, Tachyon. Absolutely terrific effort from Tachyon. Brilliant to see them pick up the award. Thank you to Graham and to Will as well. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Good luck in the race. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. From the Team Sponsorship and Marketing, which helps turn the wheels, of course, to the Best Engineered Car Award, which also helps the wheels go around a little bit quicker as well. From McLaren Honda, please welcome the Director of Engineering, Mr. Matt Morris. The Best Engineered Car Award, supported by McLaren Honda. No nominees, just one winner for this, ladies and gentlemen. It's a long walk once again from Canada, Laminar Racing. Many congratulations to Laminar Racing. Brilliant achievement. Yeah, let's get that trophy in the middle as well. Take a little look at the pit display if you've not seen Laminar's car. It's absolutely superb. Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. And thank you to Matt Morris for coming along tonight. Well done, guys. And that rather makes up for yesterday in the knockout competition, where the guys were listening to music before the race to get themselves into the zone, and I lent and suggested that Slayer would be a really good band to listen to before the lights went out. And that was the last round we saw Laminar in, ladies and gentlemen. So after feeling quite responsible for getting you beaten in the knockout competition, I'm really glad you're taking home a trophy now, or two. From the Best Engineered Car Award, we welcome the Best Newcomer Award. And it's another newcomer to Formula One and his rookie season to come up and present this. It's supported by Sauber F1. Please welcome their driver, Felipe Nasser. Good to see you. Come this way. 21 years of age. You've just celebrated your birthday?
It was 21st of August.
21st of August.
23 now.
Oh, 23 now, right. Got it the wrong way round. Even though you're just a few years older than some of our students, how does it feel being a rookie in Formula One at 23?
Well, I know exactly how it feels. You know, it's something. You know, we have the pressure to deliver. You know, it's first year in Formula One. You have all the big guys around you. You know, everybody's looking at it, and you know, you're there to deliver it, to show why you came here for. And I know, you know, I'm impressed by what I've seen here tonight. So, you know, I'm sure this is gonna mean something, because I know, you know, being myself a rookie, and I know how much it means to have a work recognized. So that's a good one. Yeah, we recognised your work pretty swiftly into the Australian Grand Prix this year, when of course you came 5th in the first race, and everyone's now thinking, oh, Felipe Nasser, he's not bad, is he? And then the team signed you on for another year halfway through the season, so happy days. Yeah, I'm very happy. You know, it's good to keep on the work with the team. We've been to, you know, some difficult times, but you know, the Open in Australia was a fantastic result for everyone, giving, you know, an extra boost. And I know this weekend we have our some upgrades coming in the car. So as I step forward, so as I said, you know, it's been a good rookie season, a lot of positives to take, and I'm sure there's much more to come. Brilliant. Well, we hope we see it this weekend. Felipe Nasser, ladies and gentlemen, come and stand in the middle there, Felipe. I hope you stay in Formula One for many years, but still people tweet me on a regular basis and say, Felipe Nasser, Felipe Massa. We can't tell the difference. Yeah, well, one's Brazilian, the other's Brazilian. I can't tell the difference either. So we might need to call you Fred for a lot longer. Is that okay? Who came up with Fred? That was Martin Brundle, who decided that he would call you Fred. You're going to talk to Martin Brundle. Could we call you Dave instead? Would that be better? Because we've got to find a difference. Until Felipe is going to be around for another year as well. Oh no, you're Felipe. I'm getting confused myself. It's too complicated. But it is Felipe Nasser and Felipe Massa. It's when you two are battling on track. That's when we have all the problems. Either way, newcomers. And we've had a few of them here this year, but there can only be one Best Rookie Award supported by the Sauber F1 team. And they're from Vietnam. It's Team Helios. And Team Helios take back with them beautiful trophy with the wind tunnel front wing that you might just recognise when you see the Grand Prix this weekend. Team Helios, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, well done. Brilliant. Good luck this weekend, Fred, as well. Now, the Best International Collaboration Team Award is our 18th award this evening. It's supported by Shell. Please welcome their Sponsorship Activation Manager to the stage, Miss Annie Kennedy. Who's brought not one but two plates with her. Let me take one, because otherwise it gets a little bit tricky. I wanted to talk to you about collaboration, because that's what Shell and Ferrari are all about. You know, it's tricky working on two different sites, you know, lots and lots of people across an awful lot of distance, but you manage it somehow.
Absolutely, yeah. And you probably know we recently announced a long-term renewal with Ferrari, so very proud of that.
What are the tips to working in collaboration then that you can pass on to some of our teams?
I think relationships are very important, and it's really about understanding what each partner needs to get out of a collaboration, and trying to help deliver that for each other.
Must be going well, given that you've just signed that new 5-year award. I could talk to you all night, Annie, but these plates are actually blinding me at the moment, so I might need to move on while I can still see and read out our list of nominees. So, the Best International Collaboration Team Awards. Oh, no nominees whatsoever. Only one winner? From Germany and the USA, Union Racing International. Round of applause for Union Racing International, ladies and gentlemen. Who have proved that the time difference between Germany and the United States of America is not a problem to hold you back, and have made working together very simple indeed. Union Racing International, congratulations yet again. Thanks, Daddy. So, 21 awards, that's 18 so far, which means, 3 awards to go. 3rd place, 2nd place, and our world champions for 2015. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to see what's in these envelopes. But you're going to have to, ladies and gentlemen. Dessert will be served next, and then we'll announce our winners. Thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can ask you please to take your seats. Thank you very much indeed. Please quickly take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3 more awards then to hand out for this evening. But before we do, can I just say thank you to you all for being absolutely brilliant tonight, and for giving our teams and our winning teams, every one of our teams, the best support that we could ever wish to have them given. Your energy and your enthusiasm tonight has been absolutely magnificent. So thank you very much on behalf of F1 in Schools for that. We have 3 awards, as I say, to give out, the culmination of which will see our world champions in 2015 crowned and celebrating right here on the stage, along with our runners-up and our 3rd place team as well. But before we begin our final 3 award presentations, please welcome to the stage the man without whose vision this whole programme would not have started in the first place. Put your hands together for the founder and chairman of F1 in Schools, Mr. Andrew Denford. Come, man, come.
Wow. Thank you. What can I say? I can't say too much, can I? Because it'll go on too long. What an incredible 4 days, and what an absolutely incredible venue. I mean, you couldn't take a blueprint of any resort, any hotel, any ballroom, any city other than Singapore and the Resort World Sentosa. Fantastic. Thank you to the Resort World Sentosa for putting this on. Absolutely incredible. And what a fantastic 4 days. We've had a guy who's never stopped talking for 4 days. I think Crofty should take centre stage and take a big round of applause. Take a bow, Crofty. Come on, take a bow. Take a bow. Thank you. I've not really got a lot to say apart from a lot of thank yous. And the judges, really. I mean, you know where you all are. Come on, stand up. You've done an incredible job, led by Gary. Please all stand up. We've had over 40 judges, and 12 of those have done F1 in Schools. So, you know, there is life after F1 in Schools for you guys. Just remember that. And also to the ICCs and the teachers and parents who have worked so hard in supporting you, you need to stand up. Congratulations to you all. Well done. Thank you. Fabulous. We know how long it takes you to get these schools and these students together and for them to go through regionals and national finals and to get here. It's very difficult, and you deserve the applause. Thank you. And to all the F1 in School staff, I mentioned at the opening, you all know who you are. If you wave your hands around, the Rules Committee, Dave, Katie, John, Robin, Alison, Tim, Rachel, Eleanor, who's helped us out, Catherine, where's Catherine? Fantastic job, thanks. And also to Emily, who's watching back at base, and to Paul Bray, who's joined us from our Rules Committee this evening. So thank you again. And also to the F1 teams and their staff and their drivers and the support they're giving us. It's invaluable. And you really make us feel welcome as part of the F1 community. Thank you very much indeed for coming and giving up your time. But the biggest thank you is to you, the students. You make us look incredibly good. Your effort, your work, everything you do is first class. It's absolutely incredible. You are destined for high-flying positions when you guys get off through university and get into jobs. You are incredible. Stand up, please, all of you, and we'll give you a big round of applause. Our strapline is changing lives around the world, and I think we're doing that, and for the better, we hope. So for 15 years, we've written rules and regulations, and we've tried to put things in place that you're not supposed to do. And one of them was to break the 1 second barrier. That wasn't ever supposed to happen. It was in Abu Dhabi last year. We had the LERS device, 1.003 at 52 grams. So we thought, right, as a rules committee, we need to be aware there'll be more LERS coming along, so let's increase the weight to 55 grams. And then along come Union Racing International and 6 sub 1 second. And then, of course, Velox as well, with a 1 second, sub 1 second. Well done, guys. That was really never supposed to happen, so we've got to now look at the rules and regs and work out what we're going to do to set you another challenge for next year. So all of you, I hope, are living the dream. And as Crofty said in the video, if you work hard and keep at it, you will actually make it a reality. And I think, as we've proven today with the Randstad Williams Academy, the Formula One teams are after you, so keep at it and you will get there. So, enough about 2015, what we're going to do in 2016. I'd like to invite on stage from the USA, Peggy Snyder. And from our host, Master Rain, Chairman San Wee, F1 in School Singapore. Thank you. And San Wee and his team have done an absolutely incredible job. And can we say a big thank you to them and to all the student ambassadors who've looked after you all this week. Thank you. So I think the clue's in where Peggy's from. So we're delighted to announce that we'll be taking the 12th F1 in Schools World Finals to the USA next year. And I'd love if San Wee could hand over the Autodesk Host Country Trophy to Peggy to take back with her across the pond. And for all those students watching all around the world, you've got to roll up your sleeves, get your Autodesk up and running, get working hard, get through your regionals, get to the national, and get to the world finals. And this is where we'll take you.
Hi, I'm Jason Dial, President and CEO of Circuit of the Americas. We are big supporters of the F1 in Schools program, and we are very proud to be once again hosting this upcoming year's World Finals.
Can you imagine sitting inside the cockpit? Heart rates rise, focus is maximum. Every driver, every team are thrilled to be back in the United States, and it's great to have F1 back in America. Americas, the 3.4-mile circuit being the centerpiece. It is quite the sight, and on global standards, this is one of the best venues in the world. The drivers, the teams simply love this place.
I look forward to welcoming champions from all over the world back to Circuit of the Americas. We might say in Texas, see y'all in 2016 F1 in Schools World Finals, Austin, Texas.
So there you go, Singapore to Austin. We're heading back there. San-Wei, do the duties. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, good luck to you all.
Fantastic. As Andrew said, we head from Singapore then via the regionals and the nationals to Austin, and hopefully many more great hours of competition. Thank you once again to our presentation party. You've been brilliant. Thank you. You will be brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for San-Wei and Peggy Snyder. And if you're eligible to take part, we'll see you all in Austin. Right. So that's next year. Now we need to decide and announce who's won this year. Starting with our third place team, ladies and gentlemen, supported by the Institution of Engineering and Technology from the IET Singapore Network. Please welcome to present the trophy, Mr. David Griffiths. Our third place team, supported by the Institute of Engineering and Technology, are from Ireland, Team AIB Racing. Many congratulations to Team AIB from Ireland. Please take your place, lads, on our podium. Magnificent. Enjoy your celebrations tonight, and thank you very much indeed to David Griffiths for coming to present the trophy. Which leaves two awards. Our runners-up trophy, ladies and gentlemen, supported by the Singapore Grand Prix. Please welcome their Executive Director, Mr. Michael Roche. And we look forward to a lot of great action on the track this weekend at the Marina Bay Circuit. And maybe going along to the circuit then as our second place team are from Portugal, Mustangs. Congratulations to Mustangs on their second place with the car as well as they take to the podium. A round of applause once again. Mustangs, ladies and gentlemen. And And we come then to our world champions for 2015, the team that will lift the Bernie Ecclestone World Champions Trophy, supported by Formula One Management, City University and University College London Engineering. Our presentation party, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Mr. Bernie Ecclestone and Formula One Management, please welcome Miss Nita Lakmandas, the Assistant Chief Executive of the Singapore Tourism Board. I'd also like to invite from City University, Mr. Roger Valsler, please to the stage to present the City University London Scholarship Certificate. And Mr. Andrew Denford to present the University College London Scholarship to the stage as well. Behind me there. Careful, don't reveal who's on there. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. It's World Champions time. It has been a fantastic World Finals. The standard has been absolutely incredible. Our winners, very worthy winners indeed. Our world champions, supported by Formula One Management, City University London, University College London Engineering. The team that will lift the Bernie Ecclestone World Champions Trophy are from Germany and the USA, Union Racing International. Come on, guys, come to the stage. World champions in 2015. A round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen, for Union Racing International. Magnificent. Your winners, your champions for 2015, Union Racing International. May I ask you all, please, if you're not already stood, to stand here at the Resort World Ballroom here at Sentosa, Singapore, for the national anthems of Germany and the USA. applause. You may now, if you can, raise the trophy as world champions, ladies and gentlemen. George, how does that feel?
It's very heavy. It's like, I'm just so proud of the team, how we came together, and since we're a collaboration, it's the first time we met was last week, and I'm so excited. I can't put this into words.
Did you ever think, as you were collaborating, that this would end like this?
I think I'm dreaming.
I'll pinch you right now. You're fine. This is real.
I have nothing more to say.
It's brilliant. They've collaborated across the waves, ladies and gentlemen, across the ocean. They are our champions! Union Racing International! Lift up the trophy, guys. Applause as well, ladies and gentlemen, for our third place team, AIB Racing from Ireland, for our runners-up Mustang, for our champions as well, and for every single one of you. Your work has been absolutely outstanding. And remember, wherever you are, whatever your background, work hard enough, dream big enough, and anything could happen in life. I wish you all the best for your futures. I hope to see so many of you back here again. Thank you from me and all at F1 in Schools. You're champions this year. Take care, good night, and God bless. Ladies and gentlemen, our teams will stay on the podium for a few moments. If you want to come along and take some photos, I suggest you do. I needed to clear the stage, otherwise the smoke cannon was going to get me as well. Stay on the stage, guys. We haven't finished yet. Come in 2 seconds. Andrew? At Union, just lift up that. I want a photo right here for Twitter.